Yo, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. Um, Gotta figure out a way to incorporate home run plays into my video, or I might just drop them in the. I'll put them in the on the community section right there on the side right there if you guys want to check those out. But maybe I'll try to narrow them down to about three. But I usually go my five favorite of the day, and I just post them on Facebook or something like that. But I'll try to keep up posting them right there. Just my five home run picks that I like. However, we don't have no weather. I didn't look at the weather. I'm actually up right now waiting for FanDuel to drop off the strikeout props and stuff like that. But I'm I'm tired, man. I'm probably gonna be ready to go to sleep. So I said, hey, it's what almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I figured I'd just come on here and drop what I got right now. All right. San Diego Padres at Detroit Tigers here now. On DraftKings, they got numbers out. I've taken this. I took his Musgrove out here. I took his outs. I parlayed it with something. I forgot what it was, but 17 and a half outs is a parlay piece at minus 205 right now. I think I got it like a minus 180, but the money's steady coming in on it. Uh, his strikeout props at 6.5. I do like that. I do like it. Just looking at some of the numbers here for Detroit uh, versus right hand pitching. They're getting better though. So uh, versus right hand pitching last 30 days, they were fourth at 600 with 600 plate appearances, 26.5 K rate right there, and WRC plus was sitting at 75, but last 2 weeks. Um, Pay rates are sitting at they are sitting at where are they? 13th at 23.7, 84 WRC plus, and the last week they are sitting at 16th, 22.5, 67 WRC plus versus right hand pitching. Um, Moneyline parlays, run line straights for the San Diego Padres there. So I ended up no, I used it for a parlay piece. Now, um, Caesars here. Okay. I was playing around with a. I did have Musgrove for 6 strikeouts here, but a 666 would I couldn't talk off of that. 665 gave me plus money right there. Yeah, but more importantly, this is the only book that lets you put outs and things like that into a same game parlay. So same game parlay here, and then you could do a whole bunch of them, like you know those long ass parlays and stuff. And you can also alter strikeouts and stuff like that, because Musgrove 6, 8, 4, 3, 5, 9, 10, or whatever the case may be. So they have that option there. All right. So outs recorded. You can get it at 17 and a half here to minus 188. And I'm gonna like them on the money line. But the line, they didn't add the line yet, so it's kind of hard right now. Now I do like these guys to win the game. So even in strikeouts, you can put the strikeouts with it. The 6.5, and you got a same game parlay with 17 and a half outs and six and a half strikeouts at plus 142. All right. Or I think you could alter it down. I believe. Let's see. Um, What? Let's see. 5Ks. What was that? 5Ks. You can get 5Ks in the outs for um. Oh no, that's a minus 204. Let me see. What? What about a flat 6Ks? That ain't right. That ain't mathing. Now the other play that I want to sprinkle on. I'm probably getting ready to sprinkle on is record the win at a minus 107 for Joe Musgrove to record a win. Okay, I haven't pulled the trigger, but I'm probably getting ready to pull the trigger though. Minus 107. The money going to be coming in. It's probably going to get down if I don't hurry up. All right. So that's probably some things that I'm looking at right there. FanDuel doesn't have the win or anything like that. All right. You can get a better number if you're just really confident that Musgrove is going to get the win. You can at a minus 107. That's better than a 1.5, and it's better than the money line. So, San Francisco Giants at Washington Nationals here. We got an over under 8.5 in this spot. Gore. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with Gore right now, but he does got decent case stuff. I checked it out all the way through. Lefty righty splits, home and away. Still got good case stuff all the way through. What I have in my notes here. Um, yeah, it's a small sample size, but he is getting hit by left hand batters there at a 346. So lefties versus him. This guy probably got about a 900 OPS versus left hand batting. So uh, when the lineups come out in the morning, see who's in the lineup or whatever the case may be. Some of the good lefties or whatever, you could probably target them versus him. One guy I was looking at was J.D. Davis. J.D. Davis is not bad versus lefties. Power guy, it is what it is. Don't have a side on this one though, unfortunately. Um, it is what it is. So Kansas City Royals at New York Yankees here over under 9. I did like that game they played today. I did expect runs to be put up in that one, but I didn't want to give out any bats because I didn't exactly know who was going to be putting the runs up, man. It was just that simple. But do I have any notes on this game? No. Two bats I was looking at was I was looking at Salvador Perez, man. With Severino on the mound, as bad as Severino has been this year, mm, maybe a Salvador Perez bomb, but I was just looking at it. It looked kind of sexy for a second, but I don't know, man. Severino hasn't been good. He's been giving it up, and it's a shame. It's a shame that how he's been looking. So, this could be a bounce back spot. He's had a good game or two, but this could be a bounce back spot for him. I'm not gonna waste my time and try to see. Last time I checked his strikeout probably sitting at 5.5. He's been terrible in the strikeout area as well. So he's just somebody I just can't trust right now. Still sitting at a 5.5 at minus 116. It's just somebody I can't trust right now. I thought I would have some numbers pulled up for him, but let's see. Um, oh my God, Severino. He's 3 strikeouts versus the Angels, 3 strikeouts versus Baltimore, 2 versus St. Louis, 4 versus Texas, 6 versus Boston, 4 versus the Mets, 6 versus the White Sox, and the other 2 games, 5, 5, and 2. The other 3 games, he's only hit this number twice on the season. It don't look good, man. It don't look good. All right. Arizona Diamondbacks at Cincinnati Reds. We got an over under 11 in this spot. And I don't have a side on this one. If I had the better total, I would take the over. All right, I expected them runs to be put up. I expected them to put up more runs than they put up yesterday. Arizona just did not hold up their end of the stick. However, we got a bullpen game for Arizona today. I'm not a fan of their bullpen. And then you got Weaver on the mound. Do I have any notes for Weaver? He's trash. All right, just is what it is. Okay, so um, let me see what bats I had in my player pool. Which all of them are. It's real important that I see the Cincinnati lineup today. Man, I was all over Cincinnati. Hits, runs, and RBIs for Fraley. Hits, runs, and RBIs for like four people, man, five people. I bet five bets. Took Fraley, took Friedel, took Matt. What's my boy name? McLean, and Friedel and McLean. I mean, McLean and Fraley. They end up hitting bombs. I didn't take them for a bomb. So I took Matt for a bomb yesterday, but I didn't take him for a bomb today. So, it is what it is. But like I said, well, just let me look right here. Go to batter props. Hits, runs, and RBIs. Bang. As y'all know, hits, runs, and RBIs. Just go look at your box scores, man. Hits, runs, and RBIs are the gift that just keeps on giving, man. Straight up. So it's important to see the starting lineups, but like I said, I don't know if they're going to put Fraley in the lineup or not. Uh, anytime there's a lefty on the mound, they don't play him. So but there's a bullpen game today. So we'll see. We'll see, man. I might have to end up fading him because even if they decide to yank him or something like that. So I don't know. But if you want to get to him, be my guest. Matt McClain at a -120. I like that. I'm going right back to the well. Every time they tempt me with this big plus money for Benson, I always seem to take it, and he always seemed to get there. So I might sprinkle some on him. And then I'm going to the well at the 2.5 for Corbin Carroll today, and I am going to the for sure. I'm going to the well with the. Those are the two bets. For me, Cattell Marte, you get at 1.5 for a parlay piece at a -165 right now, or you can wait till it goes up to 2.5 because it'll be at 2.5 shortly. All right. Now, Geraldo Perdomo, I like him today. I like him today. His runs and RBI sitting at -130. It's probably going to be going up to about -140 or something like that. He might end up leading off. I'm going to like him. It's a lot of bats. I mean, Christian Walker today might be the day. He's such a frustrating player to bet on, so I tend to like stay away from him. Home runs galore and play from whoever you would like to play them with. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's the money game for me. That's the money game for me. I'm looking forward to this game. Colorado Rockies at Miami Marlins. Here we got it over under 8. This is where I like to back Luzardo at home. So at home versus Colorado Rockies is a bullpen game for them. I took the over 6.5 strikeouts for Luzardo. Couldn't talk you off going up a little bit higher, but it's not on the books right on FanDuel right now. So do got it over here on FanDuel on DraftKings. Uh, his strikeout probably sitting at 6.5. Now it's at a -150. And then I like his outs sitting at 17.5. You can put those together on DraftKings. I mean on Caesars. His outs and his same game parlay. I mean his outs and his strikeouts. And I like Miami to run this game. Money line parlays, run line straights. I'll show you guys the parlay that I put together for some for like I think it was 2 or 3 money lines, but I'll show you. Baltimore Orioles at Tampa Bay Rays. We got over under 8.5 in this spot. Wells, man. I think he's got like 23 home runs on the season. Pretty concerning. All right, I think he's giving it up to righties. Uh, yeah, that's a lot of home runs. A few of these Tampa Bay bats got some home runs off of them. So I didn't pinpoint just no one bat here. I'm undecided on how I want to attack this game. Not too many bats stood out to me. Then you got on the Baltimore side. Then you got Bradley on the mound for Tampa Bay. Bradley um got great K stuff, immense K stuff. I think he's got 30% case rate to one side. Let's see. Uh, shit, Bradley. Okay, that's good. So Wells, This K percent is 25 to everybody, and then 30.9 to lefties and 20.7 to righties. As you can see, righties have been, he don't strike out a lot of righties. That's concerning. He's been getting hit there. 11% barrel rate. Like I said, it's got a bunch of home runs hit against him, so I couldn't talk you off anybody for a home run here. It's too many people I really had to decipher through. And then Taj Bradley, we know he's got that good K shit. Uh, he's got 30% K rate overall, 34 to lefties, and this team will roll out a bunch of lefties. So they're gonna have to do some patchwork, put some righties in there. Hayes and some guys like that. 26 but he still got a 26% K rate to righties. Last time he met these guys, he gave them 8 Ks. I don't know what the K prop is for him right now. Let's take a look. It's got to be 6.5. It's got to be. Taj Bradley sitting at 5.5. He's either gonna get there or he's gonna get his ass tore up. Ain't gonna be no in between. Ain't gonna be no in between. He gonna get beat badly or he gonna probably get there. All right. It's a minus 148, so I can't really lay that juice. What do we have it on Prize Picks? Let me see. Probably a solid 6. I couldn't talk you off of it on Prize Picks. I'll throw it over there for now. So what I have over here right now is Hunter Brown. Oh shit! I done gave out the play before the play came. All right, we're heading that way anywhere it goes. All right, so Philadelphia Phillies at Cleveland Gardens here. This game has an underfield to it, but you never know. Over under 8.5 in this spot. Cleveland, they just don't strike out much. Uh, uh, um, Nola, his strikeout prop is sitting at 4.5 right now, man. It's definitely at his parlay piece at minus 155. It's definitely enticing. It's real enticing, but I don't know if I'll get that because this team just don't strike out, man. They don't strike out. Versus right hand pitching, whatever pitching you put up there. Like, look at I don't care what you filter to. Last 7 days, 11% K rate. Okay. Last 14 days, um, number one and not striking out, 12% straight K rate. Last 30 days, Cleveland, um, still number one in striking out in the 600 plate appearances, 16.4. How about on the season? Let's go for it on the season. Get a sweep. It's got to be the least striking out team. Yep, 18.5. All right, so it's hard. It's hard out there. You know what I'm saying? Them in Washington. Washington's starting to let up a little bit. I meant to tell you that. I meant to say that. Washington's starting to let up a little bit on the K side, but it is what it is. All right, so it's always danger when you can look at outs though. One thing about Nola, his outs always come out at 18.5, and I can't. The time I take the 17 and a half, yeah, I would have jumped on it. I would have jumped on it. Don't have a play for this game. Atlanta Braves at Milwaukee Brewers here over under 9.5. Elder been giving it up runs his last 2-3 games. Teheran been giving up runs his last 2-3 games. Woo. Came back now one of these pitchers. So I expect runs to be put up here. Hits, runs, and RBIs. All of that should be in play. Um, don't know if I want to get to the over right now, even though a hot one, the Atlanta Braves can get hot and hit the over on their own. But I can't too much count on that. Um, I can lean towards the over, but I expect runs to be put up here. When I expect runs, I'm looking for bats. I'm looking for bats for hits, runs, and RBIs. All right. So I got to Acuna today. He got there. I haven't capitalized off none of this Austin Riley's run. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Matt Olson is in play for his hits, runs, and RBIs. Um, I'll be probably going to Murphy If he comes out at a 1.5, I'll probably be going to Murphy if he's in the lineup. So we'll see. We will see. All right. Milwaukee Brewers is hard for me to pinpoint. Christian Yelich is always in play at a plus 115. Oh, Marcell Ozuna has good, nice history versus him. I think he's got 3 home runs versus him. So versus Julio Teheran. So he's 17 for 48, 12 singles, 2 doubles, and 3 home runs. He's an honorable mention just for the volume that just for the volume alone. All right. Chicago White Sox at Minnesota Twins over on the 8 in this spot. Giolito, this will be his third time facing this team. He had 7 Ks against them, both times. But this Minnesota team is hitting better right now. I can't trust Giolito on the road. If I was betting a side, it would be Minnesota Twins or nothing in this spot. Can Giolito go out there and throw out them Ks? Hell yeah, he can because, this team is striking out. You know what I'm saying? This team is striking out. But, do they get to him first? Even when Giolito gets hit, they still leave him out there. You know what I'm saying? The walks for him have been a problem. Just had a game with like 7 walks, so they still will leave his ass out there. You know what I'm saying? And so there you have it. But like I said, Minnesota they've been hitting righties good as of late, and Giolito's giving it up on the road. I think he's giving it up on the road. Just his home road splits. He's lefties and righties, but his home road splits is terrible. So they have that. Um, I'm not betting this game, but if I had to pick a side, it would be Minnesota. St. Louis Cardinals at Chicago Cubs over under 8, 9.5 in this one here. Um, Shout out to Christopher Morel. He got there for my hits, runs, and RBIs yesterday. I will not be playing them today. Right back to the well with Bellinger today. Montgomery, no, well, Bellinger, he's hitting 1,000 OPS versus lefties, I want to say. So, he's definitely going to be in play. Whatever his hits, runs, and RBIs, I imagine it's going to be 1.5. Let's take a look. Cody Bellinger 1.5 at minus 120. Yes, please. Now, on the flip side, we got Italian beef. All right, he's just getting murdered at home. All right, so I came back to Cubs here, full game. I expect runs to be put up here, especially on the St. Louis Cardinals side. So you can look at the team total or something like that for St. Louis. Numbers aren't out right now over here. I know it is. I know they out on DraftKings, but if it's juicy or something like that, just go ahead and jump on it. I expect them to put up runs against Montgomery here. All right. I mean against Italian beef. All right, because his ass just been getting cracked, man. At home, terrible, 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 terrible. All right. So they have that. All right. Um, Let me see, cause I got these. I gotta let y'all know, cause he giving up to lefties. So the 2 bats I'm looking at right here, of the righties too. I mean, um, Paul Goldschmidt's got a 900 OPS towards righties, so there you have that. Lars Newmar, he's got a home run off of him already. All right, so Newbar, 824 OPS versus righties. James Tallon, 993 OPS versus lefties. That's a match for me. Nolan Gorman, 800 OPS versus righties, and like I said, 993 OPS versus lefties for Tallon, and Gorman's got a home run versus him too. Okay, so and then Arenado and Goldsmith, those guys are already in play. Um, Italian beef can be dipped today. That motherfucker might be in trouble. All right. Los Angeles Dodgers at Texas Rangers here. Over under 10 in this spot. Another spot where I expect runs to be put up on both sides of the ball. Corey Seager got scratched today. If he plays today, I definitely like Corey Seager here. He'll probably be one of the top bats here. And the Dodgers, they just gonna be the Dodgers. They hot right now. You gotta zig when everybody else zag. That's what happens in the MLB. See, people get these teams get on streaks. You gotta ride them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta jump off that Atlanta bandwagon, jump on the Dodgers bandwagon. These teams they play so many games, man. It's gonna be like this. It's up and down roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna stay hot all season long. Texas had they run. Now they ass swimming with the Sharks. You know what I'm saying? So teams like St. Louis Cardinals, they turning it up, around this time. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just that's the way it is. So, bats. Anytime you got 10, definitely bats. All right. So we're going right back to the bats, man. I mean, when you get numbers, okay, Freddie Freeman. I'm not a fan of neither one of these pitchers here. Adolis Garcia, so I don't know where he been at, man. I don't know where he been at, but Freddie Freeman, a parlay piece right now, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Could talk you off to 2.5 for Mookie Betts. Oh, you know what? Will Smith. I imagine he's going to be in the lineup tonight. I think Will Smith going yard tonight. Okay, so that's one thing there. The, Nathaniel Lowe was grading out well for me. And like I said, if Corey Seager's in the lineup, yes, please. I want to see some fireworks here. This game, Texas Rangers game, and the Cincinnati game look like my two favorite games for hits, runs, and RBI, same game, play parlays, etc. Let's keep it moving. Atlanta, Houston Astros and Oakland Athletics here. Um, give me the strikeouts. Give me the over 6.5 strikeouts for what is it on FanDuel? Cause they out. It's at 7.5 right now, which I'll probably jump on that too. But I took the 6.5. All right. I took the 6.5 on DraftKings. Let's see where it's at right now. Um, there's money coming in. It opened up at 6.5, so you know money coming in. It says 7.5 at the plus 120. That's a decent number. Plus 120. It says 6.5 at minus 165 right now as a parlay piece. On Prize Picks, you can still get it but you can get it at 7, which means you can get a push. So that's really you got to get 8 to cash it. I think he could cash it. He pitched against these guys back to back, and he had 8. I want to say 8 Ks back to back. We could take a look at some of his K rates and stuff like that real quick. But he's got immense K stuff. Like he's got the K stuff. He does. So 27.9 overall, 27 to lefties, 28 to righties. I think he gets it done. Like I said, this is the third time they faced him. This is the third time they faced him, though, bro. And he got that 3 times. I know Oakland, they tired of that shit. Speaking of Oakland, I told you guys on the last pod, watch for them lineups. If they roll out them 7 lefties, you know, Houston was probably be in trouble. They went out there and lost that game, although their offense didn't show up either. So I can't just say that was the full reason. But at the end of the day, Oakland lost that game. I mean, Houston lost that game. Oakland put up the runs. All right, them lefties, I guess. And then what's his name? He pitching a little bit better. Javier a little bit better now, I guess. Um, so Pittsburgh Pirates at Los Angeles Angels here over under 9. Did I? Mm. So you remember in the beginning of the season, Keller was on one, man. Keller was on one. I think he's gonna in the strikeout department. That is, I think he's gonna get back on that horse, man. We'll get a strikeout prop. Last time I checked, it was 5.5. He was crushing this earlier. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. The pitcher's gonna go through the ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? But it's at 6.5 now. Money must be coming in on it. But man, it was at 5.5, man. And man, I'm undecided. What is it on Prize Picks? That Giolito strikeout prop, he can get there. But like I said, Minnesota has been improved. We'll see though. We'll see. But let me see. 6.5 on the prize. The books probably know this too, man. Books probably know he probably about to bounce back. But I'm gonna temper my expectations there. Tyler Anderson, 4.5 Ks is not out of the realm of possibilities for him. If you want to take that discount, he can get there. It's probably gonna take him all day, but he might get there. Uh, Let me see. I think Tyler Anderson wasn't pitching a lot of innings. That was the case. He wasn't throwing a lot of pitches, man. Um, Last but not least, Toronto Blue Jays and Seattle Mariners here. All right, so we got Manoah on the mound. He's been giving up to lefties and righties. Then we got Wu on the mound. All right, last time Wu played, I forgot who it was against. I think it was against Oakland, man. And I said the same shit. Look, the righties, they can't touch him. They can't touch this. All right. But you put them lefties out there, this boy is trash, man. He trash versus lefties, man. He got to get it together. Hope he might get it together today. I don't know. Let me see what game that was. Um, that was Minnesota. Minnesota. They put them lefties out there, boy. They put about 6, 7 lefties out there, and they tore his ass up. He had 6 earned runs, man. They beat him down. So the verdict is out on him. He can't hit. He can't. Lefties. Look. Versus lefties, what the average? He's got a 417 batting average versus lefties, 867 slugging, 551 WOBA. What the fuck? Uh, at home. Wait, home versus lefty, 483 batting average. I know it's a small sample size, but y'all get the drift. Lefty's been eating his ass for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay, but he's got that good K stuff, boy. He got that good Kush versus righties, though, man, for sure, man. Let me see. Um, 28% overall, 18% to lefties, 35.9 to righties. Barrel percentage up 17% to lefties. Ooh, that's ugly right there. That's ugly. That's ugly. So pay attention to the lineups. The lefties are in play. If I'm smart, if they smart, they would start throwing out some lefties. Kiermaier, I think Kiermaier just hit a home run today. Varsho, Belt, yeah, throw them out there. This is the unofficial lineup. This is projected lineup. Throw them out there. If you want to win, you better throw them lefties out there because he probably gonna mow these righties down. All right. Do as you will with that information. With that being said, guys, peace out. All right, peace.